Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch My Hero Academia Vigilantes Season 1, Episode 13. The last one of this Season 1. Like, and also that it's gonna be the last one that we're gonna have on that drop. But I'm not sure, again, like I asked you, one of you guys, you know, on a comment, I think that it's on Patreon about it, if it's one season of 13 episodes or one season of 26 episodes but divided in two parts. Like for My Hero Academia, the season 1 was really short, but sometimes for some animes, in fact, we have a season divided in two drops. So I don't know what to expect. With what happened during the previous episode, I have the impression that we're gonna have a season of only 13 episodes, which is a little weird. I have the impression that it's too short. I have the impression that I just got attached, you know, to the characters. We just discovered the truth about Knuckleduster, the situation with his family, with his daughter, all of that, and suddenly that's it. We have to leave them, and for entire months, maybe more. It seems weird, and I don't appreciate it, but it's like that, and I can't change anything about it, but clearly I would have appreciated something else. It's like that. After what happened during the previous episode, like I said, I think that this episode is gonna be more the introduction of a season 2, of a potential season 2, because in fact we concluded stuff, you know, with the fight during the previous episode. Like that's it, Knuckleduster, he managed to get out the queen bee, which was inside of his daughter's body. We don't know yet if he managed to save her or not. We don't know yet also what happened at the hospital. He responded to the person, you know, who called him, being like, don't worry, I'm gonna go back really quick with my daughter. He thought that it was a good news. But it was never said that it was a good news that this person wanted to share with him. Maybe in fact it's a bad news. I'm scared of that. I'm scared of him not being able to save his daughter, but I'm scared also of the fact that it's too late. He saved his daughter, but in fact his wife died, worse, you know, killed herself or something like that. Like, for what we saw of her earlier, she was desperate as hell. Her condition was not good. I'm scared, I'm really scared of that. Maybe if I'm right about it, one of them or maybe both of them being badly hurt or dying, maybe that's gonna be a reason for Knuckleduster to stay, to continue that hero vigilance mission, because in fact, now that he accomplished that personal mission with his daughter, I'm wondering about a reason for him to stay into that. Let's imagine, you know, the perfect world, the perfect end with his daughter being okay, his wife being okay, that's it, family, back together, all of that. Is there a reason for him to continue to act like vigilance with the others? I'm not sure of that. And yes, I can imagine the introduction of the new narrative arc into this episode. We had a little of it at the end of the previous episode, with that Flash guy who managed to save one of the bees, one of the drugs, and also we understood that he's working for the bad side of the force. So maybe through him, maybe something else, but for sure it doesn't end. The bad side of the force is not gonna end with that fight, with that thing. We know about it also because for the chronological aspect, we know that in fact this show is happening before My Hero Academia, the original show, so because of that, for sure it's not gonna end. But what our guys of this spin-off are gonna do for the season 2, that for now we don't know, and I think that we're gonna discover that during this final episode of the season. At least that's what I want, that's what I expect. Okay, let's go for this episode. Remember that if you want, you have my Patreon, on which you add during the entire season all of these episodes earlier, and also with the full reaction part, my reactions and my thoughts to everything in full opacity. It's the best way to support me, my Patreon, so if you want these advantages, if you want to support me, if you want to thank me also for this season 1 that we spent together, if you want to be sure that I'm gonna be there for a season 2 of this spin-off, but also for the next season of My Hero Academia, you can come on my Patreon, you're welcome, and yes, that's it, let's go for this episode! I don't know what to think about this episode, you know, because for sure it was a nice one, it was a sweet one, and I spent a good time, but at the same time it feels also like a filler episode. It doesn't feel like an introduction to a new narrative arc, like to present us what we're gonna have during the season 2, to give us also a little of it, so we're gonna be excited, we're gonna be impatient to discover the season 2. No. And it doesn't feel neither like a conclusion of what we had during the previous episode, because okay, we had the confirmation that Knuckleduster managed to save his daughter. It's implied that he lost his wife, that he had just the time to announce her that he managed to save their daughter, but apparently she died. That's what is implied, but again, you know the rule, if I don't see the body of that person, body cold, eyes closed, or if it's not clearly said, the person is dead for that and that reason, you know, that we didn't visit that person at the cemetery, me, Queen of Denial, I can deny the death of one person for a long time. So, right there, it could be like that, but with the circumstances, with how Knuckleduster acted, I have the impression that, yes, his wife died, his daughter is back, truly back. The fact that she didn't recognize the other guy and all, that normally she should have, you know, if she would be still possessed by the beast, it's a good sign. She recognized also her dad, all of that. But, for example, what does it mean for his daughter? How is she gonna evolve when she's gonna know the truth about her mom, about what she did? What are they gonna do into the future, these two, for their relationship, which was already hard? The fact that he left behind these things, you know, at Koichi's place, I'm like, so what now? He's not gonna be there anymore at all. We have to think that that's it, is gonna disappear, or maybe one day he's gonna reappear as a hero, you know, the mentor coming back. But at the same time, Koichi, he presented stuff like, in fact, I can be good without a mentor, I did a lot of things by myself. You know, he's gaining confidence on himself, and that's pretty great. So, see, for that situation, we didn't have any real conclusion, and we didn't have any real presentation of what to expect during the next season. For another situation, like, for example, Pop Step and Koichi relationship, we didn't have anything. Pop Step, she had another concert, okay, cool for her. Another situation, it could be the fact that we have bigger villains, and the fact that Koichi is beginning to see the crawler that is not enough for fighting them back, and it can be an issue with heroes like right there, Captain Celebrity, so maybe we can have something about it, something about these bigger villains, something about that Flash guy who is close to the heroes and in fact can be bad for them. It's a little rat inside of that system, but at the same time I'm not sure that he can be truly a pain in the ass into the future. What can he do? What power can he have on situations? So see, we don't have any introduction of what the next narrative arc is gonna be, the new big villain, the next drug that we're gonna follow, you know, the next case that we're gonna follow. Nothing also for the characters themselves and the relationships, so yes, no conclusion, no introduction, nothing really changing, moving, so it feels more like a filler episode than really like the final episode of a season. Maybe I would have preferred for the previous episode to be the final episode of the season. I'm glad to be sure about the fact that Knuckleduster saved his daughter and the situation with his wife. But is it great to have it at the end of the season? Maybe it would have been more, I was gonna say exciting, no, but people would have been stressed about what is happening, and maybe it would have been better to discover that through episode 1 of the season 2. I don't know, I don't know. This episode was nice, this episode was great, I appreciated it, but I expected more or something else. More information, more things to prepare season 2, or something else, like something else. Tell me what do you think of it, if you like me or not. I'm interested by your opinion, because right there I'm finishing a little with a weird feeling. Not a bad one, but a weird one. Tell me what did you think of it. Okay guys, so remember, if you want the full reaction part for this episode and for all of the episodes of the season, it's on my Patreon. If you appreciated to spend this time with me, you can come on my Patreon, even if it's just for one time, you know, for a little thank you. And yes, I will see you maybe for the season 2. If you want to be sure that I'm going to be there for the season 2 and also for My Hero Academia, the original show, come on my Patreon to support me. I need your help. Okay guys, it's all for you and for me for today, so it's all for me for now. So bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Hey.